Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my second live stream show. So I'm CEO of Bayha Group. My name is June Bayha, and we are doing co-designing work with wonder. Today we have a special guest, our intern spotlight. So I'm super excited to share that we are live on Facebook on my personal page as well as Bayha Group, and we're live on Twitter and on YouTube. So thanks for joining us. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about Work Wonder. So Work Wonder, one part of Work Wonder is we did a summer internship and we had 180 interns. And we did it all virtually. So they did a work experience, and one of those work experiences was documentary filmmaking. So today we have Sophia Rubio with us. She is a Work Wonder intern from the summer. And so, hi, Sophia.
Hi, June. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for joining. So I wanted to just, talk a little bit with you about your experience. So let's start with when you heard it was a virtual internship, like what did you think?
Honestly, initially, it was like hearing about an online internship. I didn't know what to expect much. It was like, I thought I was going to be sitting quietly in the background of like a video call, just like listening to other professionals like talk about their documentary work or just like talking about their programs. So I wasn't like, yeah, it was just not sure, uncertainly, didn't think I was going to have like a big role in the participation.
Yeah, I mean, so Work Wonder for us was just an opportunity to help you build some work experience and with some wonder, curiosity, joy, ability for you to learn about yourself. So then if you could tell us a little bit about like, well, what was it like when you actually joined us?
Well, it was actually the complete opposite of that. Like in the beginning, I just thought I was like a little background character in the program, and then after it turned into like just being a comfortable space, being able to like just sit there like listening, like also being mentored by other professionals, and then collaborating with other people, and just all achieving one goal, and it just being a comfortable space and just openly talking back and forth and getting feedback, and it was an amazing program for me.
So we're going to show your video of what you made. So if you want to talk a little bit, share with us what your experience with filmmaking was before. And so, yeah, if you, whatever you'd like to share about that.
Yeah, so I actually was in a video production class a few years ago, and that was kind of like my peak of interest in the program, like just not in this program, but like video production in general. And I kind of like I didn't pursue it in high school, and I kind of just took a pause. And then when I heard about this internship program and that they were offering like a documentary like program, I was super excited just because like my background in that is just like it's coming through. And then like just being able to participate in like creating more videos and being able to like elaborate on that creativity was pretty awesome. So my documentary was actually like a coming of age series. It's kind of more of like an art piece rather than like a but yeah, I just wanted to show what it's like to grow up and just different phases, because I feel like not a lot of people talk about that, and it's just just an expressive way that I could do that.
Well, we're going to show it. So here we are. I'm going to do a screen share. And let's see. Make sure I'm doing this right. Can you all see it? Oh, wait. Here.
The concept of time has always seemed distorted to me. It takes me back to an era where time only meant I had to be in bed at a certain hour.
Oops, hold on.
When I
Where'd
was
it
5 years
go?
old, I used to believe that I was a superhero. I
Hold
would
on.
soar high from tree to tree with a cape around my back as happy as can be. Time was unlimited. When I was 8 years old, every day my neighborhood friends would come and knock on my front door and ask my parents if I can come out and
My
play.
narration coming out.
I would be running around playing tag and creating new games. All I knew at the time was my mom wanted me to be back home in time for dinner. But you know what? I had no complaints because life was just endless laughter. It was at 12 years old when I began to realize that life wasn't as unlimited as one thought to be. It meant that showing up late ran me the risk of being benched my entire soccer game. I sat there, excluded on the sideline benches, now feeling like time was slowly closing in on me. At 16, I received my very first car. Suddenly, time was in my hands and it was my choice on how I wanted to spend it. At first, this taste of freedom was exhilarating. Driving through the streets, windows down, the wind rushing through my hair. And in that moment, it felt as if time stopped just for me.
That was a great perspective of my my also audio intro.
Okay, we're good, right? Okay. No, I have to stop sharing. All right. Hi. Okay, so, I was never sharing? I couldn't tell. Oh no. So these are part of the technical glitches. Oh no, I couldn't tell what I was sharing. The video didn't show. Oh no. Anyways, that's a bummer. I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was. This is part of the live part that I got to figure out. You heard the video, but you couldn't see the video. Okay. Well,
Yeah, it was at least a good idea and imagery of what was going on. So there was a lot of different montages.
Okay, so maybe we could. All right, it's only 2 minutes, so we're gonna try again because I would love for you all to see the video because it'll make our conversation. It'll make much more sense. I couldn't tell what. Anyways, so yeah, maybe you could just talk a little bit about the process of while I have some folks on my team help me out. So, anyways, yeah, what was it like making it, filming it?
So it was a fun process actually, just because I didn't have like super professional equipment going into it. It was kind of just my laptop and my phone, and it was more coming up with the idea was pretty interesting. Like I was really stumped for a while just coming up with the idea to do it, and then it was actually in my sleep. Like I genuinely dreamt about it. Like I was like, oh, like what if I do like a montage of like what it's like to grow up, and like since especially with COVID not being able to go outside, it was kind of like a different situation. Like it was just more creative on my end just because it was a series of me walking around my backyard because we have like a pretty nice garden. I was actually my mom really enjoyed the process as well because it was me showing off a lot of her garden in the process of my montage, and it was just like some super cool shots and like putting it together.
So awesome. I know. So actually, I'm going to see if I could try to share. Oh, I love all the love. I know it's such a cool video. So this is why, okay, I'm going to do a little plug for why I am hiring interns because the idea is clearly this is hard for me to try to host something as well as do something as simple as share a video. So we're hiring some of our former interns to be co-designer interns again. So this is why. So anyways, I'm going to figure out how to do this. Let's see. And then it says share screen. So I guess maybe because I can't, maybe Sophia, you could tell me if you can see it or Barbin, I in the, like, can you see? Oh, I see. So I want the application. Okay, I know how to do this now. I got this. Here we go.
The concept of time has always seemed distorted to me. It takes me back to an era where time only meant I had to be in bed at a certain hour. When I was 5 years old, I used to believe that I was a superhero. I would soar high from tree to tree with a cape around my back as happy as can be. Time was unlimited. When I was 8 years old, every day my neighborhood friends would come and knock on my front door and ask my parents if I can come out and play. We would spend hours running around playing tag and creating new games. All I knew at the time was my mom wanted me to be back home in time for dinner. But you know what? I had no complaints because life was just endless laughter. It was at 12 years old when I began to realize that life wasn't as unlimited as once thought to be. It meant that showing up late ran me the risk of being benched my entire soccer game. I sat there, excluded on the sideline benches, now feeling like time was slowly closing in on me. At 16, I received my very first car. Suddenly, time was in my hands and it was my choice on how I wanted to spend it. At first, this taste of freedom was exhilarating. Driving through the streets, windows down, the wind rushing through my hair. And in that moment, it felt as if time stopped just for me.
Awesome. We figured it out.
There
Yay.
you go. So it's a little show of mine.
No. So when you see that, what do you think?
It's just really awesome to see like all the work that I just put in throughout the entire internship just come to life. Like actually like everyone sees it come to life. Just it's great to see.
Yeah. And then what are some of your takeaways from the experience?
You know, it was just great being able to be in, like how I was saying, a comfortable space and just collaborating with other people and being put in a more professional setting. And like, it's just super incredible to see how, like in college, not a lot of internships will pay you and you'll just do endless hours and like, just endless hours in college, and for me to be in high school and have this opportunity to be in a professional setting is super awesome to me. And like, I appreciated the program a lot and it's just setting me up for the future,
So what do you think? We were virtual the whole time. You and I have actually not met in person. You didn't meet your mentor, Barb. I mean, what was that like?
It was like strangely, I feel like I got to know a lot of the people, even if it was through video, just because we were there like almost every day talking to each other and giving each other feedback and like emailing back and forth, like just for help and stuff. And I felt like I got to know a lot of them pretty well, and I'd be super excited to get to know everyone hopefully one day.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything you want to add?
Well, I would recommend applying for the internship program, and for any like underclassmen who are gonna, maybe if you guys are still hosting the program through the high schools, for them to check it out. It's a great opportunity and setting yourself up for the future.
Awesome. Thanks, Sophia. I'm so
having me.
excited. Oh, we have some comments from folks. And you're right. So many internships. We have a comment from Dr. I, who is talking about, how do you feel about being paid while doing what you love?
It was so grateful. It was just kind of like my first job as well, because I feel like a lot of other first jobs are like not, just they're more of like, oh, you're like pushing carts, you're like doing just things that aren't necessarily like I'm pretty sure your favorite thing to do. And I feel like filmmaking is one of my favorite like hobbies to do. So it was super awesome. And then to be getting paid for it is amazing,
Yeah. So do you want to share a little bit about what your next steps, what you're hoping, post high school, any ideas you might want to share?
Yeah, well, I actually right now am at California Immigration Policy Center, and I'm a video production consultant with the help of you guys, because that background, like the internship kind of set me up to want to pursue my video production, like hobbies and side gigs, and it landed me this position, and it's super awesome to be able, like I'm creating promotional videos for them for their social media, which is actually, they're promoting an event that they're going to have September 24th at 6 p.m., which is Policy and Paletas. And it's cool to just check it out. And I'm also going to be editing that entire live stream that they're going to be streaming on Facebook and YouTube. So that's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that for this month of my seasonal little job.
That's amazing. It's so cool that you could take something that you got in the summer and then build on it and, create another area of, your body of work. So it's pretty cool to see. So thanks, Sophia. I'm super excited that you joined us. You're our first intern spotlight. And so we're going to have more interns to spotlight coming up. And next week, we're going to have Arthur Joseph. So Arthur was a part of the experience in that he talked about vocal mastery, and it's really just the importance of communication and mastering communication. And so, yes, I mean, Sophia, if you want to say something about your experience with Arthur, because he's coming next week.
Oh yeah, Arthur. It was honestly super cool because a lot of the time I didn't like. There was just so many, students also in the internship program where it's just meeting with one person is kind of difficult, but it's seeing him work with other people was very amazing to me just because you could see, because he focuses on speech and like just calming your voice when you're speaking. And I feel like it was super cool to see like a lot of the changes in people's like presentation overall just after working with him after like only a couple sessions, like it was, yeah, I'm looking forward to you guys seeing him as well.
Yes. So Arthur will be joining us next week, September 16th at 1:00. And then we have another intern spotlight the week after. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. And thank you, Sophia. So good to see you. And I'm really excited to hear what you've been up to. So I look forward to staying in touch. So thanks everybody. Oh yes. And so what just popped up is we are accepting applications we're hiring another co-designer intern. So please join us on Work Wonder. This is for those 180 interns who are with us already. We're hiring for another, just the next session it's really just so that we get some help with something like the live stream and some of what we're doing, building our Work Wonder community. So, all right. Thanks everybody. See you next time.